Hello everyone and welcome to Diyarbakir in the southeastern part of Turkey. This is a place that was unexpected. We did not plan to come here, but I'm going to tell you why it is absolutely blowing my mind. First off, I want to tell all of you guys that southern and eastern Turkey is blowing me away. I'm just really happy these days. I feel in my element. This place is full of history, surprises, incredible food, and the most hospitable people you can imagine. Tell me something that you like about Diyarbakir.
En sevdiğim şey Diyarbakır misafirperverdir yani.
He says he loves the most is the hospitality of people of Diyarbakir.
We just left the ancient city of Mardin, which was amazing and my first time officially visiting Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization where the very first human settlements have ever been recorded. Wandering around those streets was like rewinding the clock back centuries. Today, our original plan was to stop in the city of Diyarbakir for lunch on the way up northeast to Artvin, but we fell in love with it so much that we've stayed 24 hours. So we've been walking around Diyarbakir for about an hour now and I've been struggling to find the words to describe this place, and I figured it out. Everything is like in slow motion. Everything's moving slow. The people are just sitting, chilling. Nobody's in a rush. No honking horns. Nobody running through the markets. Everything is just relax, chill, breathe. Am I right?
Exactly.
I was trying to figure out how to explain this place and it's unbelievable.
It makes this place so special because it's the farthest point which we can find from our normal city lives.
Yes.
So different lives.
It's still a city. This is not a village or anything. It's a city. It's a big city, but it's just so chill. Another fascinating thing about Diyarbakir is it's not modern at all. So you don't see people playing on their phones. Everything is very traditional. The way that they dress, the way that they eat, the way that they talk, the way that the shops look. It's extremely traditional, and that's really one of the best parts about visiting Diyarbakir. Tell me, what do you enjoy about the city?
Diyarbakır'la en sevdiğimiz şey yani tarihi yerleri.
She loves the historical parts and the culture of Diyarbakir.
Diyarbakir still carries this medieval atmosphere with fortress walls circling the old city that are 12 meters high and 5 meters thick. This fortress was first built in the year 297 AD by Romans and then was expanded and fortified using volcanic rocks from the region. Spanning over 6 kilometers, they're the world's second longest city walls, only behind the Great Wall of China, and they are remarkably intact today. This wall is incredible. It's about 7-8 meters tall, 25 feet maybe, and you can see the different layers of all of the times it's been built throughout history, and it literally just wraps around the entire old town. It's so incredible. But as beautiful as the architecture is around the old city, there's a recent dark history that happened on these very grounds. Sadly, 1/3 of the old town of Diyarbakir has been destroyed, bombed a couple years ago in a major conflict here. So you can see the wall behind me, like you cannot access over it because it's being restored. Super sad. What happened to your house during the war?
Evimizin kapılarını örgünü kazdılar, hendek kurdular, savaştılar abi. Ev mevleri, insanlar hepsini katlettiler.
He says he had 3 houses in the war zone, and when they come here, they created a big gap in front of the houses, and they let no one to go out. During the lockdown, he says 30,000 people are dead, are killed, and more than 30,000 are forced to leave this place because of the war. They didn't feel really safe here, and they moved outside of Diyarbakir. And he's saying lots of his friends from the same area are missing. He doesn't know if they got killed or if they left Diyarbakir or what happened. He doesn't know. He doesn't know if it was army or special forces or whoever, because the faces were all covered and they all had big rifles and machine guns, automatic guns, and they were coming, and in the lockdown they were not allowed to leave the house. So if they leave house, they got shot, they got killed. They also didn't understand the reason and the dynamics of that war, but he says like we are all Muslim, we all fought together in the independence war, so Islam says don't kill anyone. So he says they're doing racist to us. They were killing them, the soldiers or whoever, I don't know, and were opening a big Turkish flag. It was like a provocative action kind of, because they also say like we are also Turkish citizen. We have maybe a different ethnicity which they called Kurdish, which we called Kurdish, but when they killed them, they were opening the Turkish flag, which is also really bad, really sad for all of us.
How could you explain, right here, if I was standing here 5 years ago, how can you explain the scene?
Bildiğin savaş abi ya, bildiğin savaş. Sana diyorum ki abi bordo bereli.
In the war, army was well settled around this area with snipers, all the special forces of rangers, special forces of police, special forces of army, and they were killing whoever they suspected. For example, he wanted to come here to take some food for his home, and he talked with an official, an army officer. They came together, but one sniper somewhere over there said like go back, go back, go back, go back, and he asked the officer, please tell him like I need to take some food, this is my store. And he says if that officer were not with me, I was dead at that time.
But now we are 5 years later, and Diyarbakir is doing everything to stay positive and optimistic. Life here has pretty much resumed, and people have moved on. I hope that the future of Diyarbakir and the Kurdish people will be safe and happy for forever. Every place in Diyarbakir is amazing, and it's truly like stepping back in a time machine. The Grand Mosque here in Diyarbakir is unbelievable. These brick walls right in the middle, these columns. It's like over 1,000 years old. Unbelievable. Abi, how is it?
It's amazing. This is the best Grand Mosque I have ever seen in Turkey. It's unbelievable.
Just really a special moment to experience this kind of mosque. Unbelievable. Tell me something about Diyarbakir. Most people have no idea about the city. What can you say about it?
اون گزلی var مثلا eski cami Hazreti Süleyman var.
He says Diyarbakir is really old and historical place. It's almost 400-500 years old, and he really likes Diyarbakir because it's historical background, and food is also amazing.
Oh no, where are we going now?
Abi, we are going to find the best Diyarbakir burma kadayıf.
So every city in Turkey has like a famous sweets or a pastry dish, and that's what we're going to find right now. I think we found the sweet shop.
Exactly, Abi. This is one of the best ones, they say. Kadayıfçı Saim.
Ay,
Welcome.
wallah, ay wallah. I got all the pistachios on that one. Very crunchy. Sweet. Pistachios, syrup. You like it?
It's really good, and I'm glad we bought one for two of us because it will be too sweet.
In Turkey, they just feed you too much and all the food is too much. So just order half and you'll be happy. Round 2, we're going baklava. The syrup just comes out.
7.5.
7.5? Okay, that's pretty good because you have a harsh scale. So we found a cafe here, which is like literally built in the wall. So we're gonna head up there and get some views. Holy! Officially the coolest cafe in the world. On top of the Diyarbakir wall. But before I could leave this beautiful city, I desperately needed to get one more thing, a fresh haircut. Getting a haircut here in Diyarbakir, Turkey. Okay. Abi, how many years have you been cutting hair?
Abi kaç yıldır bu işi yapıyorsun diyor.
60.
60.
60?
He's 70 years old and he's doing it for 60 years.
Ya
60 years.
70 yaşındayım ha.
That's insane. A master, and he's choking me. As I sit here and watch the sunset on the walls, all I can say is that it's been an incredible day, an emotional day to hear about the struggles of this city, but also to see how beautiful it is. What an underrated destination. I can't believe that we didn't have this on our map. We weren't planning to come here, but it's such a special place to visit. It really does take me back in time and just makes me appreciate life in its simplest form. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots more content coming from this amazing trip all around Turkey. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.
Don't stand. Neden kalkmasın abi? Ha? Bitmedi mi daha? Yok. Wait.
Dur.
Wait abi, wait. He says, wait, stop, don't stand.
This is a never-ending haircut. He's forcing chai?
Yeah.
I can't say no. I mean, he's too nice. Wait, let me ask him how much. Abi. Go on, that's it. Abi, how much is the haircut? How much?
Ne diyor?
Abi ne kadar diyor?
Ha, diyor çay için Allah büyüktür.
First you drink tea and God is big.
I'm Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and ring that little bell so you can get notified on all my upcoming videos as I take you to every single country in the world.